The corridors of Stamford Bridge hummed with anticipation. It had been months of uncertainty, whispers of potential buyers, and endless speculation. But now, the deal was done. Roman Abramovich, the man who had transformed Chelsea into a footballing powerhouse, had finally agreed to sell the club. And at the other end of the table sat Todd Boehly, the American businessman whose consortium was about to take control of one of England's most storied clubs. For nearly 2 decades, Abramovich had ruled Chelsea with an iron grip, his fortune fueling an era of unprecedented success. 5 Premier League titles. 2 Champions League crowns. An FA Cup run that rivaled any in the modern game. But the world had changed. Geopolitical tensions had forced his hand, and the government's sanctions left him with no choice but to let go. Negotiations had been fierce. The list of potential buyers stretched far and wide, billionaires, investment firms, and former players all vied for a chance to take the reins. But it was Boehly, along with his partners at Clearlake Capital, who emerged victorious. Their bid, valued at £4.25 billion, promised not just to buy Chelsea but to invest in its future. The stadium, the academy, the women's team, nothing would be neglected. The final meeting was almost ceremonial. Abramovich, ever composed, signed the last of the documents, his face betraying no emotion. Boehly, sitting across from him, knew what this moment meant. He was stepping into the shoes of a man who had reshaped English football. The challenge ahead was immense, but he was ready. As the ink dried and hands were shaken, a new era began. The Russian tycoon stood, nodded once at Boehly, and without another word, left the room. Stamford Bridge was no longer his. The past was history. The future belonged to someone else.